Hello and welcome to This is Paris, your personal VIP backstage pass to French champions Paris Saint-Germain. Coming up, we look back at the record-breaking top-of-the-table clash at home to Lille. In form, Julian Draxler joins us to talk about an important part of the season and his hearing problems. And we join the squad as they head to Naples, Italy for a huge night of European football at the Stadio San Paolo.
Hallo, ich bin Julian Draxler und ihr schaut This is Paris.
Week 12 of the Ligue 1 season opened with a huge top-of-the-table clash between leaders Paris Saint-Germain and second-placed Lille. 8 points separated the two sides at kickoff as the capital club looked to continue its record-breaking start to the campaign and make it 12 wins in a row. Les Rouges et Bleus arrived at the Parc des Princes in relaxed but focused mood. But two players were missing. Match day in the French capital, but Neymar Jr. and Kylian Mbappe hadn't forgotten it was also Halloween. Thomas Tuchel started with three at the back as Thilo Kehrer started alongside Thiago Silva and Marquinhos. In midfield, Marco Verratti played with Julian Draxler and Angel Di Maria. Sidelined with injury, Edinson Cavani was missing as Mbappe and Neymar were paired in attack. Gianluigi Buffon returned between the posts. A familiar face? Absolutely. Between 2005 and 2007, Bonaventure Kalou wore Rouge et Bleu, etching his name into club history with the opening goal in the final of the Coupe de France in 2006 against arch rivals Marseille. The Week 12 clash was also the opportunity for Paris Saint-Germain to pay homage to another club legend, Laure Boulot. At 32 years of age, the former France international hung up her boots last season after 13 years and 2 Coupe de France wins. I'm very happy to have had this moment with the fans, my family and friends. It was important for me to close this chapter of my life. Paris Saint-Germain really left its mark on me. I ended up growing up with this club. And it was Laure Boulot that took the celebrity kickoff before it was down to business. The dynamic duo of Mbappe and Neymar Jr. took just 10 minutes to give former Paris Youth Academy graduate Mike Maignan a scare in the Lille goal. Neymar was at the heart of everything good for Paris Saint-Germain in the first half, the Brazilian finding Angel Di Maria, but Maignan making the save. Kylian Mbappe then got in on the act, setting up Thomas Meunier. His shot flying just wide. It was one-way traffic, but Lille were defending stoutly. Neymar tried to catch out Maignan with a free kick before Di Maria tried with a corner, as it was scoreless at half-time.
You need to have the football. You need to pay attention and press high up the pitch. A real team effort. Today, we had some very good transition play because we were very good at winning back possession quickly today. That gave us the chance to counter-attack from high up the pitch against a very defensive side. It was a great performance.
In the second half, Lille continued to pack their defence and sit deep, but in these situations, Paris have a not-so-secret weapon, Kylian Mbappe. the teenager becoming the youngest ever player to reach 40 goals in the last 45 years of French football at just 19, 10 months and 13 days of age.
Il a bien travaillé avec l'équipe.
He works very hard for the team. His individual qualities are incredible.
C'est extraordinaire avec une touche.
He scored today with his first-time finish. His talent is a huge bonus for the team, and we need him on the pitch.
Lille were chasing the game, and Neymar was on fire. Marco Verratti set up Mbappe, but Mike Maignan was in fine form. With 7 minutes left, and Neymar and Mbappe 1-2. And the Brazilian got his 28th league goal in Parisian colours in just 30 matches. And you can add to that 17 assists. A handball from Thilo Kehrer awarded Lille a consolation penalty, but it changed little. The final score 2-1. Paris Saint-Germain making it 12 straight wins at the start of the Ligue 1 season and a new record in Europe's Big Five leagues.
The late goal conceded was a bit of a shame, but the win was well deserved. It was a magnificent team performance. Today we played very well. We were well organised. We controlled the ball and the possession. We also covered defensively and didn't allow Lille to play on the counter-attack. That's how we won today.
Paris Saint-Germain are a truly global football club, and today we head to Rio de Janeiro for the first ever Paris Saint-Germain Academy Cup Brazil 2018. This special tournament opened by Paris Saint-Germain legend and former Brazil international Maxwell.
It's really magnificent. To see so many children playing for the club, sharing the club colours, it's extraordinary. We have the chance to see so many talented young players and watching the club growing here in Brazil. It's really growing fast because of all the Brazilians we have in the team, but especially because of the quality of our football and our training methods of the Paris Saint-Germain Academy, and that's what we are sharing with Brazil. It's great to see how popular the club is here.
The most important part of the tournament, though, was the 700 children taking part. Thanks to the academy, Paris Saint-Germain joined forces with 8 Brazilian clubs, including Recife, Sao Paulo and Brasilia. And after 2 days of competition in Barra de Tijuca, the final day of competition took place at the famous Maracanã Stadium, setting of the 2014 World Cup final, and a magical moment for everyone involved in the PSG Academy Cup Brazil. The culmination of a lot of passionate, hard work.
This is the result of 5 years' work here in Brazil. But I don't think you could find a better place than the Maracanã for the big day of the Paris Saint-Germain Academy in Brazil.
For me, the best way to judge is to look at the kids. I speak to them and they tell me, it's incredible, it's extraordinary. That's priceless and something they will never forget. The winner's trophy was presented by former Paris striker Reinaldo. The Brazilian wore rouge et bleu for 4 years in the early noughties, on what was an unforgettable day for these kids and fantastic first for the academy in Brazil.
This is a great way for the club to reinforce its image here and further strengthen the bonds with our Brazilian friends.
Coming up, we speak to Julian Draxler about scoring against Marseille and Champions League ambition. And then it's off to Naples with the club's under-19 and first teams on match day 4 of the Youth League and Champions League. In his third season in Paris colours, Julian Draxler is one of the capital club's in-form players at the moment, and his goal celebration against Marseille assured a special place for him in the hearts of Rouge et Bleu fans everywhere.
Yeah, it was a strange night for me. I had some problems with my ear, I don't know why, but in the end everything went well.
Against Lille a week later, Paris Saint-Germain made it 12 straight Ligue 1 wins to start the campaign, a new record in Europe's Big Five leagues. Julian Draxler reveals the secrets to that incredible run.
We have a lot of quality in the team. We have a great manager, so I mean, you win games by quality, but also by you know, to love the competition. We know that in France we are the best team, and we want to show off every single game. That's what we do at the moment. You have to stay focused every game, because sometimes in football, if you win, there's one game where you're not on top of your level, and then you can lose. But in this season in Ligue 1 we did very well. Everyone was prepared for the matches, and that's why we made that history. He's still doing his thing. I think if you ask him, he's not 100% happy with our games, because he's like always, he's finding 2 or 3 things that he doesn't like, and no, I'm sure he's not yet 100% happy, but yeah, you know, he has a wonderful idea of playing football. I think you can see that on the pitch. He is like very flexible. Sometimes we play with 5 in the back, sometimes 3, sometimes 4. So it depends also on the opponent. There's still a lot of work to do, even for the coach, for us as a team. And you know, there are very important weeks to come now with Champions League as well. And that's why we shouldn't make the mistake to be too happy about ourselves.
Starting on the bench in the first game against Napoli, Draxler watched on as Paris struggled in the first half. Lorenzo Insigne opened the scoring. Before Thomas Meunier's deflected cross ended up in the back of the net. Against the run of play, Brice Mertens fired the Italian side back in front before Angel Di Maria preserved Paris's chances of going through to the next round.
The main problem was the organization, the structure on the pitch. We were not in our positions. Everyone tried to do something on the pitch. I think everyone was highly motivated and wanted to win the game, that's clear, but in big matches like this, you have to stay in position. You have to know what your teammates are doing, where you have to be, where they are, and that was our problem. And that's what the coach mentioned also after the match in the meeting, that he was not happy about that, and we have to change that if we want to go far in the Champions League. You know, Liverpool and Napoli are for sure the biggest opponents in the group. No disrespect for Belgrade, but I think we are competing with Neapel and Liverpool and teams like that. So we didn't manage to win one of those matches. I think you have to be honest for that, but I'm still sure that we have the best team in this group. So if we bring it on the pitch, we will be successful and then go to the next round. That's clear. But you know, it shows that the coach really wants to perform us in our best level, and that's what we have to do if we want to win Liverpool and Napoli.
Against Lille, Draxler made his 3rd start in a row and has emerged as a reliable option in midfield for coach Thomas Tuchel.
Yeah, the coach pushes me to show off when I play, because he told me we have a big competition in the team. Of course, that's what I can accept. And you show him with scoring and doing assists and important things for the team, and that's why I try to do when I come on the pitch. And I think I'm on a good way now. I'm in good shape, and I will try to make it hard for the coach to leave me on the bench. That's what we do. That's what all of us do, and we all want to play. We have a big competition in the team. That's what I said before. But it's also important to stay humble. If you don't play, that you push the team from the bench. That everyone is close together. And if I play, I try my best, and I hope I play again next week.
Like the Paris Saint-Germain first team, the club's under-19s were also preparing for a crucial continental clash with Napoli in the UEFA Youth League. Sitting second in their group behind Liverpool, Thiago Motta's young side had the chance to put 3 more points between themselves and Napoli with a win. The first meeting 2 weeks ago ended in an entertaining scoreless draw. Paris started with a 4-4-2 formation with Providence and Kalimwendo leading the line in attack. Fadiga and Yapi combined down the right. Kalimwendo making the run to the front post to open the scoring with a textbook goal.
The first goal was a huge boost for us. We knew it was going to be a tough game. They defend very well, very compact, and we knew that an early goal could break the game open.
Paris Saint-Germain were in front and on top and taking their chances. Providence cut the ball back for Capo, who scored from 20 metres out as the French side led 2-0 at the break. And they maintained their intensity after the restart. 5 minutes into the second half, Adil Aouchiche netting another gem of a goal.
As soon as I controlled it, I knew I had to hit it. I work on that in training. Today I hit it well, and it went in, which was good for me and the team. I'm very happy.
At 3-0, it looked like game over. But Napoli came storming back into the contest. Gaetano pulled the first goal back before Zidadka made it 3-2.
It's true that we had a little lapse in concentration, but we pulled it together. We took our foot off the gas at 3-0. I think the whole team lost focus. But the positive thing was the way we refocused and finished strongly.
Leititi showed plenty of bottle and closed out the match with another 2 goals. Barely off the bench, Yessien single-handedly restored Paris's 2-goal advantage. Before an ambitious Koulibaly free kick completed the scoring at 5-2 for Paris Saint-Germain. Thiago Motta's side joined Liverpool at the top of the Group C standings before entertaining the Reds in the French capital in the next game.
The Youth League is all about trying to play good football, but also about being a competitor. We won well today, the only negative being that lapse in concentration in the second half. But I'm very proud of our reaction as well.
Match day 4 of the UEFA Champions League saw French champions Paris Saint-Germain on the road to Italy and a showdown with Group C rivals Napoli. Boarding now. After the 2-2 draw in Paris, Les Rouges et Bleus needed a result in the Stadio Sao Paulo, where they came into the game sitting third in the section, 2 points behind Liverpool and 1 behind Napoli. For Edinson Cavani, it was a special match. El Matador spent 3 seasons in Napoli, scoring 104 times before signing for Paris in 2013.
It's a special match for a number of reasons. I spent some special time there.
It was the chance for Eddie to catch up with some familiar faces. Ahead of a match that Paris cannot afford to lose if they want to stay in the hunt for a last 16 berth.
It's hard to win there. It's difficult, but it's not impossible. We need to be united, play as a team, fight for each other. Like every team that wants to win, it has to be one for all and all for one. That's the most important thing for a football team.
This is the most important match so far in the Champions League. The aim is to win, to improve our chances of qualifying. It won't be easy, but we played very well against Marseille and proved that we can win away from home against tough opponents. It was important to prove we can do that. We need to reproduce that same performance against Napoli. Making his return to São Paulo, Edinson Cavani started on the bench. Just back from injury, coach Thomas Tuchel wasn't ready to take any risks. Paris's German tactician started with a 3-man defence comprising Kerrer, Thiago Silva and Marquinhos, with Juan Bernat and Thomas Meunier in the wing-back roles. In midfield, Angel Di Maria and Julian Draxler joined Marco Verratti, Mbappe and Neymar Jr. up front. And it was Paris that fired the first shot in anger midway through the half, Mbappe volleying over the top. Just before half-time, Neymar accelerated again, finding Mbappe, who cut the ball back into the path of Juan Bernat to score his first goal in Rouge et Bleu.
We were a little nervous at the start of the match, but after 15 minutes, we started playing better. We got control of the game, and we just lacked the finishing touch.
In the first half, we played really well. After our first goal, Napoli started attacking, and then it was a different game. Napoli turned up the ante after the break, Kerrer producing a great block to deny Callajon, before Buffon produced a magnificent reflex save.
Napoli showed how good they are. They changed some things in the half-time, and they came back from the half-time amazing, and it was hard for us to defend. We gave all we had.
In the second half, we were a little disorganised. They really dominated for 15 minutes. They attack really strong. They have great players.
Just after the hour mark, Callajon burst through before being brought down. Penalty for Napoli. The 9th conceded by Paris in their last 13 Champions League away matches. Insigne equalised from the spot, but Paris bounced back immediately. Bernat into the area and being brought down as the referee waved play on.
Yes, it was a penalty. He touched my foot. For me, it was a penalty. We are playing in the Champions League, the best competition in Europe, and we can't have VAR. It's ridiculous. We use the VAR in all the major leagues. It's not possible to make mistakes like this in the Champions League. Why isn't it possible to watch the action and make a correct decision?
It was a precious point for Paris in the race for qualification before the next game at the Parc against Liverpool.
Le Paris Saint-Germain a fait un grand match.
Paris Saint-Germain played really very well, solid, focused. I think now we're really on the right track to getting some very good results.
We did what we have to do and we played a good match. We have another 2 matches, 6 points. That's what we need to focus every day on the 6 points. The 2 matches coming.
Abonnate al canal de YouTube de Paris Saint-Germain.
Abonne-toi à la chaîne YouTube du Paris Saint-Germain.
Subscribe to the Paris Saint-Germain channel.
Inscreva-se no canal do YouTube do Paris Saint-Germain.